The most picked hero of TI is Disruptor, and I'm happy to announce that I called it in a video that you should be able to see on the top right. Disruptor for a long time was heavily underrated, and in this video I will explain how to play him and win games. Sitting at 42, he's comfortably the first place in terms of picks, as the next highest are Bane and Snapfire, both having 33. As today's example, we will use Insania's gameplay from the game against Yakutu brothers, as his performance was textbook. He managed to get a lot of things done in a pretty clean fashion, setting up a lot of kills and winning his lane comfortably. To start this off, I will explain how Disruptor is one of the best picks right now. Well, first of all, he's probably the best hero in the game when it comes to providing control. When you think about it, all of his spells control enemy heroes in a way. Q grants attacks and speed slow, W is just reposition, his E is creating a place where enemies are trapped, and his ultimate is one of the best silences in the game, as it deals huge damage and lasts for 6 seconds. His Aghanims is probably the best upgrade in the game, as it makes enemy items completely useless. If you get static storm on them, they won't be able to just BKB. In fact, I will also show you this example from the wildcard game. It was the last match of the tournament for either team, and Disruptor with his ultimate single-handedly won it at this exact moment. Sven jumps in as he's getting baited by our boy Speed, gets Disruptor's ultimate on his face, and then he just dies and loses the game. Back to Insania. This hero is one of the best heroes in the game when it comes to punishing bad positioning, so playing it properly can completely dominate your lanes. When it comes to straight up trading, this hero is okay. With Thunderstorm Facet, you get longer attack speed slow, and thanks to that a lot of the heroes struggle to hit you back. However, the real magic is happening around the pull camps. As soon as you get level 2, contesting pull camps is a huge risk versus Disruptor. When you have Glimpse, every time enemy might be slightly out of position, you have 4 seconds to get him back into the same place, giving your core enough time to get there. Because of that, a lot of the players will just give you free access to the camp, while the others will just endlessly feed there. That means you should be pulling a lot. That way your core gets to farm under the tower, and if enemies ever decide to contest your pulls, you will be able to punish them. Make sure it's not blocked and get your levels. This hero needs them a lot. Because again, in a normal lane where 2 heroes lane against 2 heroes, you don't offer much. If you play the lane and ignore the pull camps, your hero loses a lot of the value. To use Glimpse effectively, enemies should be running around a lot. If they stay in one place, you won't get anything out of your most important spell. You need to create some kind of chaos on your lane. Disruptor is very solid when it comes to rotating towards the mid lane. He punishes a lot of the mobile heroes there as long as his allies are ready. Getting free vision on enemies and then being able to move them around will get you kills, no matter what the heroes you find. That means when you abuse the pull camps, your goal is to get your boots ASAP. The only other thing you need to worry about is your mana. Clarities are your best friends as well. This hero has his problems though. It can be very underwhelming in games where all your lanes are lost somehow, or you're behind a lot and enemies group up together. That's why it's really important to get your level 6 ASAP. There are 2 ways to do that. One is to just keep killing people, preferably with your mid laner, as this gives you a lot of gold and XP. However, when it's not possible, it's completely fine to just chill out and get your levels by staying on the lane and pulling the camps. As I said before, Disruptor has one of the best ultimates in the game, and while the spell itself isn't that reliable, you got one spell that gets people into that and the second that holds them inside. Cooldown on it is also only 90 seconds, and that's why you should never hesitate to use it. So Insania will just chill on the bot lane killing camps while still looking at the mid lane. There is a fight going on, so he will TP and react to it, and they will get a kill on Muerta. If this fight happens a bit later and he has his ultimate, they probably kill all the heroes that show up there. Disruptor is very good with the heroes that offer AoE control like Pac or Axe, as it can be a little bit awkward to use your E sometimes, as it has forming time. It's fair enough though, at level 4 it lasts for almost 5 seconds. And now you can see how easy it is to set up kills with him. Mars is playing really safe under his tower, but it doesn't matter. quick rotation from Boxy and they get yet another kill. 9 minutes, almost level 6, as I said, very clean playstyle. And this is the reason why Disruptor is so strong. As soon as he gets his ultimate, it becomes so easy to kill all the mobile cores out of the mid lane. All it takes is someone with damage and you will get the kill. Here, Liquid smokes into an area that Storm is likely farming, catch him, and just like that, they get a kill on enemy mid laner. While this video is mostly about Disruptor, keep that in mind that when you get kills like this, they are meant to transform into objectives, just like in this case. Using a strong catapult timing and the fact they just killed enemy mid laner, Liquid is able to pressure and get the top tower. When it comes to skill build, I think usually by level 4 you should be 2-1-1. Your E is too good to skip, as it only costs 70 mana for 2.6 seconds of crowd control, that helps you landing your ultimate. Your Q gets a huge boost at level 2, as it goes from 25 damage to 55, so getting it up to level 2 is the right call. After that, you should generally max the glimpse, as the cast range is the most important thing about it. If you are playing pub games and there's nothing happening, then it's kinda viable to max your Q and just farm up, but generally speaking, Disruptor is the best support in the game to make things happen, so if your team is struggling to get kills, I'm sorry to say it, but it could be your skill issue. I already said it, but you both counter enemy mobile heroes and you love to play with them in your team. Keep in mind that buying ops is crucial on this hero, as you are likely to spend them in the same way that Insania does here. Sometimes the enemies are getting away from you, and then you just drop an ops that has huge vision and catch enemies with glimpse. Generally speaking, after you get 3 points in glimpse and your ultimate, you should be smoking every time it's up. Your ability to catch people off guard will get you pick-offs, and then all you need to do is just make sure your team snowballs with the kills. As for the item choices, the only items you need are arcane boots and observer boards. Yes, that's it. You don't have any core items that you need to build, and that's why you can build anything. Getting Glimmer is good, Solar is good, Blink Dagger is great if you play against mobile heroes and you lack catch. Your ultimate is instant, so if you blink on a target and you will click the ultimate, this hero will die. Shout helps you a lot when it comes to pushing waves and scouting. Aghanim ruins some heroes. Pick what's the best for the game, and remember, all you need is arcanes. Don't farm with this hero, please. Unless the game is awful and enemies are playing as 5, you can find openings on this hero easily. And if you did your job just fine, you will win every teamfight as well. You can pick off with your glimpse, but your ultimate is a great tool to win 5 versus 5. It silences, deals damage and creates this area that your team should be fighting within. And with your E, you can also trap your enemies in there. Just keep in mind that you're supposed to stay outside the fight and cast from far. Don't run in trying to hit people. Use your spells while not committing, and that way you'll be able to control the fights from the outside. At this point, the game looks fully under Liquid's control, which is amazing, considering a lot of the games at this TI are really even in the mid game and most of the games decide late. As I said, there's nothing fancy about his items, just man with his boots. The way he's playing, he doesn't need a single item, and that's why it's really important to focus on where you should be and not what you should be buying. If you want to learn how to properly play that hero, just watch 1 or 2 replays of this TI. In the end, it's the most picked hero of the tournament, so you have a lot of options. And if you want to see more hero guides or support content overall, subscribe to the channel. There's a lot more videos coming as the TI is here, and I will keep you updated with what's good and how the meta is shaping. As of now, like the video and let me know in the comments what else you would like to see covered. See you!